Hey YouTube, what is up? It is Trevor here, and I just got back home to my beautiful house. It's beautiful. In case you guys didn't see my videos already, for the past week I have been in both Philadelphia and New York City. I'm sure you guys probably know by now, but if you didn't, last week I went to Philadelphia. Me and my family went to Philadelphia, to be more specific, because my dad had a conference for work in Philadelphia. So we went and spent 2 to 3 days in Philadelphia. I think it was 3 days. Yeah, it was like 3 days. Anyway, we spent 3 days in Philadelphia, and we spent 5 days in New York. So it was pretty fun. We just got back home just a few minutes ago, actually. And I wanted to record this video for you guys. This is basically what I bought at New York and Philadelphia. I only bought, well, first, before I go into what I bought, I want to tell you guys, I only bought one thing in Philadelphia, one small little thing. It was like the only thing that really caught my eye, so I'm going to show it to you guys real quick. Alright, so like I said, guys, this is the only thing that I bought in Philadelphia. Yes, a fidget spinner. Well, in Philadelphia, according to the packaging that it came in, which is now in the trash can somewhere in Philadelphia, according to the package, though, it is not called a fidget spinner, it is called a hand spinner. But it's the same thing, so. Now, honestly, here's the thing, you guys. I'm not super obsessed with fidget spinners. But if there's one that looks really cool, I'm going to probably buy it. So, like I said, guys, I'm not super obsessed with these things. I don't really know why people are. I mean, for me, it's just like, whatever, they spin. That's still kind of cool, though. But yeah, so this one is made to look like a dollar bill. It has the little face on it. I'm just going to say face because I don't know which president is on the dollar bill. Nor do I know if it tells us what dollar bill specifically it is supposed to be or supposed to look like. It might have a little hint around the edges here, but I have no idea. Anyway, it's made to look like a dollar bill, so I thought that was really cool. It's got the face. Let me see if I can put it forward. Okay, there we go. The funny thing is when you spin it, his face does not look amused at all. It's really sad. Like I said, though, guys, I'm not super obsessed with them, but if one looks cool, I'm going to buy it. So, yeah, that's the only thing I bought in Philadelphia, so screw that. Alright, now for what I bought. Jesus Christ, my camera is blurry. Now for what I bought in New York City. So, all of my money in New York City was spent on one place in New York alone. It was the Nintendo World store in New York. In case you guys have never heard of this, this is a really cool store. My camera is really blurry. What is up with that? Alright, so this is a really cool Nintendo store in New York. It's 2 stories. It has merchandise ranging from Mario to Pokemon to they have a little bit of Splatoon stuff if you guys are into Splatoon. I've never played Splatoon because I don't have a Wii U. But anyway, they just have a bunch of Nintendo stuff. It's pretty cool. The bag alone, I think, is really cool. This is the bag they will give you, like, whatever you buy there. When you check out, they'll give you this bag to put all your stuff in. It's pretty sweet. It's got Link's face on it. So, I'm definitely keeping this bag. It's pretty sweet. So, it just has Link's face. Nintendo New York. Nintendo 10 Rockefeller Plaza. That's where the store is in New York. It's in Rockefeller Plaza. Pretty sweet. And here you can see that they actually have their own Twitter and Instagram and website, apparently. My camera is trying to focus. NintendoNYC.com. But other than that, it's nothing too special. I mean, the design looks really cool. That's the only reason I'm keeping it. And now, here's where you guys are probably going to say, whoa, that's so crazy. How many times did I go to this Nintendo store, you might ask? I went to this store 3 separate times. I went twice in one day, and a third time the next day after that. I went to this Nintendo store and bought a bunch of stuff 3 times in a row. It was pretty crazy. Now, the reason I went 3 times was because of reasons I'm not really willing to share. But it doesn't matter. So the first thing I want to show you guys, now these are the only figurines that I bought. They had these little Pokemon figurines. They had this really sweet deal going on. If you bought 4 Pokemon figurines, you can get the 5th one for free. So that was pretty cool. So I got Latios. And I mean, they're amazingly detailed for such small figures. They even got the eyes too, dang. My camera is trying very hard to focus on this figure. Let me just, see, it just gets blurry. Let me see if I can turn this light on. That's a little better. Alright, so I got Latios. I got Latias. Honestly, the only reason that I got these two was, believe it or not, you guys, Latios and Latias used to be my favorite Pokemon of all time. Of course, there's always other Pokemon out there that I really do like as Pokemon. So, Latios and Latias, get out of the way. I also got Dialga and Palkia because they were both on the shelf, and I thought, you know what? I'm getting 4 of these little figures and getting a 5th one for free. So I gotta get Dialga and Palkia. Now, they did have other figures. It wasn't just, like, legendaries and stuff. They had, like, Bulbasaur. They had, like, Snivy, Servine, Sandile. They had a bunch of different figures from different Pokemon generations. So it was pretty sweet. Alright, let me just make sure my camera can adjust the lighting. Alright, so here is Palkia. He has his little wings out right there, as you can see. Pretty sweet. Again, they're amazingly detailed for such small figures. You guys probably can't tell because my camera's being stupid. But they really got the eyes, like, really good. Like, it's crazy how they do that. And then, here's Dialga. He's got his little, I'm gonna call that a tail spine because it looks like a spine that's on his tail. I know, right? Trevor, 2017. Alright, pretty cool figures, though. Dialga's pretty cool. And the 5th one that I got for free is Lucario. He comes with this little stand, so he can stand better, I guess. You can take him off the stand really, really easily. You just kind of take him off. Although, I usually try to keep him on the stand because he stands... I don't know if he'll stand up without it. Oh, I guess he kind of does. Good for Lucario. Alright, so there's Lucario. He looks really cool. And Lucario's probably another one of my favorite Pokemon. Let me just put him back on the stand. There we go. There, 10 out of 10. Alright, so those are the Pokemon figures I got. I bought a lot of stuff, but most of it was in fact plushies. So without further ado, let's get on to the plushies. So before I get on to the plushies real quick, I want to show you guys this quick little card that they gave me. It's like the business card or whatever. It has like the store hours and whatnot. Monday through Thursday, it's open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, open to 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And Sunday, it's open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's got like all their social media information down at the bottom there. It's got a little picture of Mario, because of course, he's the face of Nintendo. I'm the main protagonist. Or something like that. Nintendo New York on the back there. Really cool logo. And then here's just, when you open it, it's just like a map of like what's around the area. There's the Nintendo store right down there. There's like a subway you can take. Not Subway the restaurant, but like an underground train subway, to be confused. There's several subways around New York. There's Rockefeller Plaza. There's another subway over there. It's crazy, you guys. Like, there's so much stuff in New York. I couldn't even cover even half of the city. Because I wasn't able to record most of my stay there because, in fact, my phone ran out of data. But with that being said, let's get on to the plushies, and hopefully my camera will resolve this blurry issue. So first off, let's start with the Pokemon plushies. I only have a few of them. So here I got Zora. and I saw this little guy, and I thought, you know what, this would go great with my Zorok plush. And sure enough, I was right. Bada boom, bada bam. That looks really badass. Like, I'm not even lying, guys. Look at that. That looks so cool. So there's Zora right there, and there's little Zorok. As you can tell, he has a bit of seam running down his nose right there. It was like that when I bought him, and I bought him a while ago, so it's a seemingly old plush, but ugh, stupid. Anyway, I just had a call coming in, so I had to kind of cancel that. But there's Zorok. Alright, so Zora, pretty cool. They had a bunch of these different little Pokemon plushies in this sort of style. You could, like, put them on your knee, you can put them on your shoulder. Pretty cool. And if you guys go to, like, those Comic-Con things or whatever they're called, and you want to do some cosplaying or whatever, you can put this little Zora guy on your shoulder and then just cosplay as him, or something like that. I don't really know. I've never been to Comic-Con, so I don't really know how that stuff works. But yeah, Zora's pretty cool. They also had a sleeping version of Zora. They had two of each. They had two of each Pokemon. They had like one version where it was like awake, and they had another version where it looked like it was sleeping, which was pretty cute. I'm a huge Pokemon nerd. So they had like this Zora, and then they had one the same size, same type of plush, just with his eyes closed, so he's sleeping. I decided to buy the awake one because it looks pretty cool. They also had Quagsire, Minccino, I think they had Absol. Like I said, guys, they both have the awake version and the sleeping version of whatever Pokemon they had on the shelves. So pretty cool. I got Zora. I also got... Where is it in my pile of shit that I bought? I also bought Jirachi. They also had a Jirachi plush, both asleep and awake. I decided to buy the awake one. It's got its little wings there on the back. I'm going to call them wings. I don't really know what else you guys would call them. This is supposed to be its, like, third eye right here, but it's closed. In case you guys didn't know, Jirachi had a third eye. Illuminati confirmed. Anyway, all jokes aside, there's Jirachi. Pretty nice. I decided to buy the awake version of this as well, because the asleep version did look admittedly pretty cute, but the awake version looked better. So, there's those two, and the final Pokemon plush I bought was Delphox. Now, at first, guys, I saw this and I was like, oh, I should buy this. But then I'm like, nah, forget about it. I'll save a little bit of money. But then I thought back to when I used to play Pokemon X and Y, and I remembered that Frenikin was actually my starter Pokemon in Pokemon Y. So I'm like, okay, like I gotta buy this. Like, my childhood, like, I can literally hear, like, a tiny child version of myself screaming in the back of my head, you gotta buy it. It's your starter Pokemon. You gotta buy it. And what I mean when I hear a child voice in my head, it's kind of like, nostalgia. Like, well, in short terms, I basically had a sort of semi-flashback of when I was a little younger, when I used to play Pokemon Y all the time. And I remembered that this guy was my starter, so I'm like, okay, I gotta buy him. Or her. I don't really know. I'm not sure plush come with genders. Help me, you guys. I don't want to go all Tumblr and assume my Pokemon's genders. That's gonna suck. Anyway, like I said, all jokes aside, Delphox is pretty sweet. He's got, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this part of Delphox's ears, whatever it's called, the fur, it is super freaking soft, and it's amazing. And he came in a little sitting pose, so you can, like, just kind of sit him there, and, like, you can set him on your desk or something at work or at school or whatever. I don't really know. But yeah, Delphox. So, with that being aside, let's get into all of the Mario plush that I bought. Alright, you guys. So, Pokemon aside, let's get started with the first Mario plush I got, and what a better way to start off with than Mario himself. Yes, this is Mario. I think you can flip his cap up a little so it looks like he's running or falling down. I don't really know. But anyway, like I said, this is Mario, pretty sweet. I really like Mario. Believe it or not, you guys, I used to be a huge Mario nerd back when it was like the big deal. Back when Mario was like the only gaming craze going around. I used to be a big Mario nerd. I knew every single character. I mean, I still do know most of the characters from the Mario franchise, but like if you asked me what one of their powers or abilities were, I'd be like, oh, sorry, bro, I have no idea. Like, I still know all the characters and stuff. And I think, for the most part, they all have the same type of power-ups. So, either way, it's same thing. But yeah, Mario's pretty cool. You can actually... You can't really take his hat off, though. But if you really wanted to, there's little stitchings underneath his hat. So, if you really wanted to take his hat off, you could cut the stitching and the hat would just fall right off. Unfortunately, you probably wouldn't be able to ever make it fit back on without having it fall off every 2 minutes. So, I'm deciding to keep his hat on. Plus, again, it's Mario, you guys. Like, he needs his hat. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so Mario aside, next I have Luigi. Now, I used to have a Luigi plush very similar to this one, but that was a long time ago, and not a long time ago, I decided to cut Luigi's hat off and use it for my Kirby plush, to make it look like Kirby had absorbed Luigi or some crazy stuff like that. But then I lost Luigi himself, so I decided to buy a whole new one. And this time, he's keeping his hat right where it is, so yeah. So there's Luigi, and then put that aside. The next character that I bought, now I have a lot of Mario characters, keep in mind. I bought Princess Peach. Now, at first, I'll let you guys know I bought 3 separate princesses in the Mario franchise. Don't ask why. Honestly, I figured that if I'm gonna be buying Mario plush out the ass, I might as well buy some of the princesses too. So yeah. Plus, it has pretty nice, sculpting. Not sculpting, stitching. It's really detailed. Got the little crown there. Yeah, so that's Princess Peach. And next, I bought Daisy. Now, I honestly don't know if Daisy and Peach are in, like, the same timeline or universe or whatever. Maybe you huge Mario nerds can let me know down in the comments. But there's Daisy. Pretty nice plush. And finally, the only other princess that they had at the Nintendo store was Rosalina. Now, I was also looking for a Luma plush at the time, because by this point, I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to start a goal for myself. I'm going to try to recreate the entire Smash Brothers roster out of plush. And that's obviously going to be a lot of characters, so... But yeah, that's why I was looking for a Luma plush to go with Rosalina. However, they did not have a Luma plush at all, which kind of sucks. I was really disappointed, but still pretty cool that I got Rosalina. I almost called her Roselia, what the fuck. Pretty cool that I got Rosalina. Again, kind of disappointed they didn't have Luma, but oh well. Like I said, though, guys, it's my official goal starting today, or I guess starting a few days ago. It was my official goal to complete an entire Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers roster out of plush. Eventually, I will be trying to make Smash Brothers plush videos as well, but that's way in the future, so don't worry about that. And so, yeah, that was the only other princess that they had. Although I think that's really the only other one that most Mario fans know about. And next, I bought Waluigi. Now, when I first bought Waluigi, my original plan was to buy maybe 4 or 5 Waluigi plush and actually try to recreate the We Are Number One meme, but with Waluigi. It was going to be called We Are Number One, but Waluigi. Or, as one of my friends suggested, and I think this sounds really, really genius. This is a genius idea. It was going to be called We Are Number Wa. Now, honestly, it sounds pretty good. Unfortunately, I was not able to buy a few. I was not able to buy more than one. I mean, I could have bought more than one, but I decided not to. So, maybe some other time, yeah. Again, that's another possible future video plan, is We Are Number One, but Waluigi, or We Are Number Wa. It's basically just a recreation of the We Are Number One internet meme song thing. So I'm gonna work on doing that later in the future. So keep an eye out for that as well. So yeah, Waluigi, pretty nice. And what better way to support Mario and Luigi's rivals than to get Wario along with it? Now, I mean, he's fat. Enough said, he's fat. Still, though, pretty good plush, honestly. Really soft, but also really fat. But yeah, it's Wario, you guys. What do you guys expect? Anyway, bada boom, bada bam. And the next one I bought was Diddy Kong. Now, I saw this Diddy Kong, and I was like, whoa. Shit, I gotta buy that. So I did. As you can see, he's supporting the classic Nintendo cap. Pretty nice. Diddy Kong. And at this point, I'm just trying to get through them as quick as possible. And I decided to buy Donkey Kong along with that as well. So yeah, he's got the red tie, but it's kind of hidden under his arms. So whatever. And honestly, guys, Donkey Kong looks like he has seen some crazy shit. Look at those eyes. Damn. Donkey Kong, what the hell have you been up to? Sorry about that. Where were we? Donkey Kong. Yeah. So, boom. And along with that, I also bought Yoshi. Now, I think I still have my old Yoshi plush, but it looks really worn down, and so I'm probably getting rid of it. So yeah, here's Yoshi. Now, to give you guys a comparison, let me grab my old Yoshi plush real quick. Alright, so here is my old Yoshi plush, and unlike the new Yoshi, the old Yoshi plush is standing up. The other Yoshi looks like he's sitting down. So, like I said, guys, this old Yoshi I've had for years, and I know you guys can't tell, but it's probably really old. So I decided to get rid of this old Yoshi, and instead keep the new one that looks really fresh and really soft. So, yeah. At first, I wasn't too happy about him just sitting down, especially if I'm going to make a Smash Brothers plush video eventually. And, alright guys, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm very popular today. People keep knocking on my door. Anyway, I'm going to breeze through these real quick. So there's the comparison. Old Yoshi, new Yoshi. But yeah, fuck him. So yeah, here's the new Yoshi. And, yeah. And I only have 4 more plush to go over real quick, so I'm going to breeze through those. So, I got a brand new Toad, and yes, I still have the old Toad, but I'm also getting rid of him as well, because he looks old. So yeah, there's Toad. Pretty nice. And I also have Bowser Jr. Now, there wasn't a Bowser plush this size. There was a big Bowser plush that I believe was maybe 10 or 15 inches, but it was really big, so I couldn't buy it. Yeah, so here's Bowser Jr. I really like the bib. Good detail on the bib, or whatever you want to call this, bib mask. I think it works both ways. So yeah, there's Bowser Jr. right there. And I also bought Meta Knight. Now they had a whole little shelf area where they had a bunch of Kirby plush. Meta Knight was there. You can see his little sword here and there. Unfortunately, he did not come with a pose where he was holding the sword, which I was kind of hoping for. But oh well, it will have to do. And they also had, if you guys are into Kirby, they also had a bunch of Kirby's copy abilities as a plush. They had like Sword Kirby, Boomerang Kirby, or Cutter Kirby, I believe it's called. They just had a bunch of Kirby plush. It was really cool, but I decided on buying Meta Knight because I already have a Kirby plush. So yeah, here's Meta Knight, pretty sweet. And last but not least, we have Shy Guy. Now, originally I was not going to buy this plush, but this, believe it or not, you guys, when I was really, really into Mario, like when I knew everything there was to know about Mario, Shy Guy was actually my favorite character of all time. Like, Mario at the time, I guess, was really overrated because he was the star, the big deal. Luigi at the time never really got any love or appreciation, and the rest of the characters followed suit. So, you know, Shy Guy was just really interesting at the time. His design, I guess his design mostly is what got me into him. He's pretty cool. Shy Guy, I really love this plush. It's really great. The mask does not come off, but I don't think Shy Guy has ever taken off his mask, so I think it's good. Yeah, so with that being said, thank you guys for watching this longer than expected video. And as you guys can see, this is the Pilo plush. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like. And keep an eye out on my gaming channel for tomorrow, where I will be doing 2 songs on the Magic Piano app instead of 1, because I owe you guys that much. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.